But then Ireland has, I'd say, bigger heavy hitters like Maxi, Luan, and whatever. But oh no, please don't tell me this is how game 1 starts. And I do believe that is how game 1 is just going to start.
Yeah, Mint got an extremely quick first stock there. Must assume he must have gotten a shine and then caught the second jump with another shine, which is one of the classic ways for Luigi to die in this matchup. But Mint with building a very big lead. Controlling center, really not letting Luigi go in. Luigi's main weakness as a character is that he works kind of like a tower in chess. He can only move horizontally and vertically. So if you manage to really control the range of his wave dash and control the diagonal space, it can be very tricky for Luigi to get in without doing some kind of crazy commitment, basically. And right now Fox is also yeah.
No, sorry.
Go for it.
One thing I noticed in general between these two guys playing is that Mint is very fond of full hop back air in this matchup, which I believe is probably the safest spacing tool against, you know, the wave dash. I mean, right now we see Mint basically has had his back turn for more than, I'd say, half of the stock towards Ridin.
Yep. Back air is your best friend in this matchup.
But I think so is also up tilt because it's rather strong against crouch cancel, which Luigi, despite being so slippery, actually has a very strong crouch cancel game.
Yes, absolutely. This is why all the early percent that Mint builds is super important, because it will just push him back a lot more, and it will make his CC less and less relevant. CC down smash is scary, but once Luigi gets to a certain percent, it becomes less and less relevant in the matchup.
Yeah.
Makes it way harder for Luigi to get in. He is also throwing out these wave dash in up smashes because he's trying to catch Fox short hopping. Mint has not gotten hit too much by them.
Also, what I like about the up smash is that it also has head invincibility, which makes it a great anti-air as well.
Exactly, yeah.
Ooh, but there, the down smash, very good for setting up for tech chasing. And kind of funny how Mint had a massive early game lead, and then we're down to last stock because Mint has some atrocious DI, to say the least. But this is going to be the important spot for Ridin to get that opening, because Mint is a tough nut to crack.
This is exactly how you do it. Yeah, there you go. Oh, he managed to get in.
Ooh, but the up tilt.
Yeah. That was a pretty solid game for Mint. Ja almost came. He did tie the game, but it seemed like Mint never lost control of the game. He really kept to his game plan, and I feel like Ja wasn't able to really mix up his timings well enough to catch Mint off guard, which is what you have to do as Luigi, but it's easier said than done.
Yeah. So obviously, it's pretty obvious where we're going to go to next. So
yeah,
off we are to Ridin's hometown.
Yeah.
In the spacey matchups.
You will see Ridin go for these really optimal Luigi punishes, exactly with the up tilt and the reverse up air into forwarder. It's beautiful. I love Luigi's up tilt.
Yeah, I think also it looks really funny and great.
Yeah, especially when you carry them through the entire stage with up tilts, like with wave dash up tilts. It looks so sick.
And there is
here we go, up tilt.
Maybe a wave dash grab could have comboed out of that up tilt.
Yeah.
But, oh no.
I think he might have miscalculated the DI right there.
There is again. Dead up tilt. Downer or massive knockdown. Sorry, push off.
Luigi's so scary.
It's always so funny to just see Ja looking like a completely different person on FD. Because it's kind of like
absolutely.
he forgets all of his worries and sorrows, and he like believes that his one hit is going to grant him like massive damage. And he just becomes more confident, and therefore the neutral reward also just being more skewed towards Ja Ridin with every hit he gets is
Exactly, yeah. It's not just that the punish game for Luigi is much more potent on the stage, it's also the fact that when Mint is going for his full hop back air game plan, he doesn't have as many mix-ups without the platforms. He doesn't have a way to maybe double jump waveland or bait something out from Luigi, bait Luigi to jump, go under, up tilt. He doesn't have all that. He really has to play the basic space control game, almost like a Street Fighter game.
And Ja, a player with very, very strong fundamentals. I was going to ask if he's going to do the up throw, up smash tech trap at 0. So funny that he did it, but Ja is, especially when it comes to, like, for example, spacing with F tilt. Luigi's F tilt is massive compared to how it looks.
Yeah. It's definitely a very good poke.
Jesus Christ, and he's out of there.
Yeah, there we go. That's a quick game by Ja.
So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm curious if Mint is going to go to either, I'd say, Yoshi's or maybe Stadium. I'm not too sure. Because it kind of depends on what Mint wants to do, right? If he kind of wants to smother Ja like he did in game 1, then I think Yoshi's the obvious pick, despite it's always been kind of scary to like lose the scramble. Or maybe he kind of likes the neutral on FD, but then just really dislikes the punish game, so therefore he just takes Stadiums to kind of mitigate the chain grab stuff with the platforms. But he's got a plan. Yoshi's it is.
Makes a lot of sense. I mean, it's to get a similar game to what he got in on Battlefield, and he even gets the chance to do earlier kills. Yeah, so far, Ridin seems to be having an easier time getting in, but this might be a kill. Oh, it's not.
Luckily enough, Luigi.
Another thing that's annoying for Luigi on the stage is that you might see the Shy Guys really messing up his recovery.
Oh, true, right? Because just it kind of ends the side B preemptively, right? Interesting. I want to see how Mint is really going to get that opening. Finish the stock, because oh god, yeah. Otherwise, Ja just does this, and funnily enough, Mint really trying to get to that side plat, but Luigi's throw being very weird with how you have to DI it. God, and Ja's hitting like a truck right now.
Yeah.
What a strong punish from Ja.
He's doing a much better job at finding ways to get in, and he's also using the side platform to his advantage a lot more.
Oh wow, and kind of drops the edge guard there, but Ja out of resources, so maybe he knew. Yeah, that's gonna be a very good confirm. There.
What a momentum shift. I feel like that's the power of counterpicks like FD. You can get a very strong game on a strong counterpick like FD, and from there you just keep the momentum. It just making it very, very hard to your opponent to kind of get back into the mindset of the match. But ja Ridin would have dominating game 3.
Yeah, and I really, as we said before, like Ja being emotional really gets a lot out of fueling his confidence with that FD counter pick, because compared to game 1, it kind of looked like Mint never won a game, to be honest. But Mint, obviously a player, we saw him already playing yesterday on stream, and he also is very, very good at adapting. So I wouldn't be too surprised if maybe we see him going for a wider stage now. So as I mentioned before, maybe Stadium, because Dreamland I think would be a bit too awkward because of Luigi's recovery. But And FOD, I think in general is just too janky. But no, Mint has got a game plan and he's sticking to it. So Joji's stories, Ja's story it is.
He's going back to Yoshi's?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. Stadium for sure. See him trying to, you know, a bit more space to relax, but no, he is going back to Yoshi's.
Yeah, and Ja with an
Vint is a very
huge opening
principled
combo
guy.
again. I mean, honestly, I kind of like it, you know, when people just stick to their guns, their game plan, because that things like that can also happen on that stage. So good stuff from him, and also really important to recognize that despite up through upper not always being true, if Luigi no DIs, then Fox actually can get an up air, I'm pretty sure. But Ja quickly finishes, evens out the stocks. And I think this stock is going to be a very important short point, because if Ja manages to strongly take this stock, and I don't think he will, because Mint knows how to edgeguard Luigi, I think that would have given Ja even more confidence. So maybe he kind of gets to calm Ja down now and start executing his own game plan again.
Yeah. Close game.
And I also really like that, the fact that Ja has been so good about catching Mint's double jumps or just full hops in general, like he just did with the fair and that stock. Ooh, again, the up tilt you mentioned, up air, there, beautiful conversion. God, and this is kind of where Ja wants to run away with it.
Luigi's grab game is so lethal, and I gotta say, compared to Battlefield, Luigi definitely has an easier time following up on his combos on this stage compared to Battlefield, which has definitely been a factor in the last 2 games. It's definitely a lot easier for Luigi to wave land and to get where he wants to be, compared to the high platforms of Battlefield.
And
yeah, this is Mint's last chance to really make a...
Oh god, that would have been a read and a half.
Yeah, that would have been almost felt a bit unnecessary.
I mean, if you kind of want to go for it,
yeah,
definitely it. Yeah. So Yoshi's kind of bit Mint in the back or in the butt, but yeah, good stuff from Ja. I think definitely strong adaptation, as we said, composure and like mental attitude is definitely what's going to be the deciding factor for Ja. I mean, I like Mint; he's a strong player, but I think like pure skill wise, I think Ja's very volatile. So if he hits a good day, I think there's a bit of a discrepancy in skill, or at least like Ja should be the stronger player if he's playing on top of his game. But good stuff from Ja. So he will be actually moving on to winner's side top 8, where he will be playing another Fox, which we just saw, which is Pipsqueak.
Yeah.
But
and these two have a long history of playing each other in online tournaments in the last 2 years. Yeah, for sure.
Oh, interesting.
And as far as I know,